Hello, good morning. It's 7:15 in the morning and I've been here since 6:30 today. This is my new routine, by the way. I've been practicing every day, getting consistent, baby. Trying to do it, trying to get better, trying to play better. But anyway, this morning I'm here this early, this Wednesday, midweek, and I've got a gig on Saturday. And this week I'm playing a dep gig. So a dep gig is where you play for a band that you don't normally play for. And this band, I've done a few gigs with them now. It's my friend Lee. We both used to work at a school together when we both used to teach at the same school, got to know each other. Great guy. We ended up doing like school events together where we'd jam together and stuff. We got on really, really well. And back in the day we were toying with the idea of doing function bands and stuff. And now he's got a successful function band. They just do weddings and corporate events. And if their drummer can't make it, he'll give me a ring. And then I'll step in, jam their tunes for them. And I've done a few gigs with them now, probably like, I don't know how many, probably like 4 or 5 maybe. But it's very spread out, so he'll need me like once every so often. I've done a few this year with him. So this morning I'm just here, just looking over the set list, because they've got a couple of special requests that I didn't play last time and a couple of different songs. So on their website they have a massive repertoire of songs that band do, like any function band. And then he's really, really well organised. He's very, very good to work for. He'll send you the set list well in advance. He's got a Dropbox folder with all the backing tracks, all the click tracks, and all the songs are to click, pretty much. There's a few that aren't, just a few of the nice, easier, rocky ones that don't need stuff running in the background. But they're a 3-piece band, and they fill the sound out by running tracks in the background. It's the modern way. Sorry, I've just had a raisin pastry. Oh, lovely. There's a nice little bakery in Newark, if ever you're this way on. I forgot what it's called there, so I can't give them a plug, but they're open at 6 AM. Oh, lifesaver. You know, when you leave the house in a rush, you're like, oh, I'm hungry now. The minute I've left my house, I'm hungry. Story of my life. Anyway, that was a whatever. So yeah, bands run backing tracks now, so it's essential as a drummer that you can play well to click. And in this band I actually control the click, so he has it on an iPad. I press go, the track goes, I hear the click, the guys hear the click, and then the audience don't. The audience just hear the backing track that's running as well. And it gives me a little mixer where I can control my own mix for the backing track and for the click as well, and for the whole band. So get a really nice in-ear mix. And yeah, it's always good fun to play with him. The songs, not always the greatest songs in the world, I'm not going to lie. Some of them are a bit like, oh, you know, like when you're playing things like, let me look down the set list. Sex on Fire, Mr. Brightside. It's like the standard function tunes that everyone has to do now. Audiences love it. The audience will be going crazy. It'll be a great night. And it's a nice way to make some money as a professional musician. You get paid well for these gigs, so you've got to do some of them. And yeah, I play in my function band with my normal function band as well. And like I say, it's a good way to make some extra money. And these dep gigs are great. If ever I needed money quick, if you're a decent enough player, there's always people looking for last minute drummers. I could do tons of these gigs in a week if I wanted to. And I really enjoy it. I've depped for some great bands in the past. Like I've done the Women in Rock show. Loads of I've played for a Chic tribute band. Imagine that. All sorts. Loads of people ring me up and ask me to play for them. Just did a Beggar's Belief one a couple of weeks ago. That's the rock band. So yeah, get to play loads of different styles of music, loads of different stuff. So I'm just here this morning looking through, seeing if there's any songs I haven't played before, and there is a few. So I'm going to run the whole set, just make sure I've got it. And that's all I'll do. I'll probably do one practice session, maybe 2, depending on how this one goes. And then I'll just get a Spotify playlist, listen to the songs as I'm driving, and then that's it. Prepared, ready for the gig. And it's a first dance as well. Like you have to learn the first dance and stuff. So it can be high pressure, but I've done, at the start it was, but I've done so many of these now that you don't worry about it at all. Don't get stressed. Just play my drums and enjoy myself. I'll show you my notes that I make. So this will be interesting for some of you who haven't done these kind of gigs, how to prep for them. So this is the set list that I used. This is the set list that I've got. It's all the tunes, and all I have is how the songs start and how the songs end, and that's all I need. I don't have any other notes, I don't have any sheet music. I've learned them all. Once you've done a few of these, you learn to learn songs quick. Like original, like original, like original, like original, like original. I've played these songs before. Normal end, hits on one. So sometimes Proud Mary, people don't end on beat one. This band does. Slow first, then start the click. Start with groove. No backing track on this one, so I don't need to do the click. No backing track. 1, 2, 3, ba ba. Sample groove. So don't you bum 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 blah. Lovely. 2 in, wake me up, add the bass drum. 2 in, guitar times 2 on beat 2, bar 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, blah. That's a bit more intricate notes for one of the Mumford & Sons songs that I can never remember. Stop after the first chorus, second chorus add a load of snare drums. Stop after the second chorus, build your hi-hats, then add to go to the snare drum. Tells me where to do drum fills. If there's any bits that I always not sure of, yeah, the first dance, saying guitar starts for 11 bars and it's a slow count, a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and bar 12 there's a bar 2, 4, snare, crash. Lovely. So that's how I prepare. Just as long as I know how to do the start and the ending, we're all good. Right, that's it, ready to go, just about to leave. I'm gonna set the GoPro on my little thing here so you can see some of the journey. And yeah, it's just under 2 hours away, near Hull I think it is. And on the journey today, sometimes I like to listen to a bit of music, sometimes I like to listen to podcasts. I'm a big podcast guy, so today we've got podcasts. We've got Joe Rogan Experience, because it's Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson, and I've read a couple of Graham Hancock's books. I really like him, I really like his theories, so I'm looking forward to listening to this. He's got a new series out on Netflix, I'm going to check that out as well, so I want to listen to this first. So I'm going to use this journey to do this. The podcast is 2 hours 53 minutes long, so by the time I got there, should be well into it. Right, I'll set it on there. Don't worry about me driving with the GoPro going as well. It's all voice activated. These modern GoPros are great, so I'm not fiddling with anything. Oh, so you don't need to worry.
Continue on A15.
Okay, here we go. Just driven past a manky Starbucks. Don't get me wrong, I like a Starbucks, but I like this place more. Little shack. Look at this. was lovely. I just met a really nice old couple. We're chatting for ages. They were asking me about how the internet works, like YouTube, and I was explaining algorithms and things to them. And she teaches shorthand. Absolutely lovely old couple. I've had a nice cup of coffee, sat there with them. But I'm running late now. My sat nav saying I'm going to be there at 4:10, and I need to be there at 4. So I'm going to have to put my foot down and try and make it. message.
Yeah.
It was it. It was it. Don't hassle the half. So intense. Smouldering.
It's alright, honestly, it's funny.
And the best thing about wedding gigs, I've got to refilm it to just got the bloke's receipt in. Kebab on a pizza. Can life get any better? Chilling with a half. Kebab on a pizza.
And me.
Lately. How do you think it went? You just grabbed the slice I was going to have.
Oh. Well, no, I thought I better have a slice of this in my hand for the video. I thought your subscribers will want to see what a greedy git I am.
Oh, definitely. I love it.
It's a smaller slice, I know.
I know, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I got the big one.
I think it's been an absolutely banging gig.
Good.
Always is when you play with us.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, morning. It's the day after the gig now. And I haven't had much sleep. It's 6 a.m. and I got in at just before 2. I think it was 20 to 2. Got home up at 6 because there's a massive UFC card on last night and I want to watch it before my first student. My first student's at 8:30 and I've got to get in the studio, get my couple of hours practicing because I'm a maniac. And this usually happens on a Sunday after this gig's on Saturday night. I'm up early, studio early, get my 2 hours practicing, and then I've got a full day of teaching from 8:30 till 9 p.m. with no breaks. And that's my life. That's what normally happens. Sunday's my big teaching day. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch the UFC while practicing, multitasking master, and then gonna teach all day. I really enjoyed the gig last night. The crowd were really up for it. You get that when you got songs like that where it's just hit after hit after hit. The songs make those events, those weddings and that. The songs absolutely make it. It's great. And I found with wedding gigs, it's always down to whether the bride and groom's up for it or not. If the bride and groom are really tired, then usually it's a lot harder work. But this one in particular tonight, the bride was really up for it. She loved dancing and her friends were dancing and everything, and then that makes the night, it makes it way better for everyone. If they're having a good time, everyone has a good time. So yeah, if any of you are getting married, make sure you have big energy when the band's on. It makes it easier for them. Right, cool, gotta go. Gotta get that practicing. Gotta get that UFC in.